Hey guys, welcome to week 3 of our virtual economics learning. Hopefully, week 1 and 2 fared you well. I think economics is pretty fun to learn online of all the things that we have to learn in an online environment. It's pretty relevant to what we do. And like I say about everything I teach, but I think it's pretty relevant. So I enjoyed reading everything I got back from you guys. The connections you all are making back to what's going on in current events, as well as topics that you've learned throughout the year. I mean, seriously, they're pretty impressive. I'm also very happy to say at Monday around lunchtime, I only had 7 students not submit their week 2 work. So a round of applause for all of you. And I'm literally sitting here at my desk applauding you like a nerd by myself. So obviously, if you found this video, you're at this screen here. I always have this discussion board up. Some of you are using it. Some of you are emailing me. You're sending me remind messages. All of that is fine. However you need to get an answer question is great. I did figure out how to turn on notifications for the discussion board. So when you guys do post in it, I do get a notification for the discussion board. So whenever it pops up, as long as I'm, within an arm's reach of my phone, which is usually 98.2% of the time, I usually try to get back to you pretty quickly. But if you see a friend post something, as always, you're welcome to pop in there as long as you're being respectful, responsible, and kind. I do have the PowerPoint of what I'm going through because I'm going to go through it a lot quicker. I learned you guys don't really like listening to me, but I have lots of videos for you. I'm not going to play them for you. I did the PowerPoint and I'm just going to show you where the links are and you can watch it. I have another link here. Where is it for you guys to practice an IXL if you'd like? Lucky for you, these are second grade lessons about natural resources and what makes a producer and a consumer. And then there's some practice back in BrainPop to let those two guys, I always forget their names, talk to you. Then you have 3 choices and then your conclusion for the week. So without further ado, this week we're going to talk about the role of businesses in the economy. So mainly we're going to talk about small businesses and large corporations. Everything that you see on your screen right there is an example of a corporation. And this lesson is going to decipher the difference between a small business and a large corporation. So why run a business? The biggest thing is to make money. So all businesses, we're in this for the same thing. It's to make money, and we call that profit. And up here on the screen, there's my little pointer tool, how to calculate profit. You don't know this. Basically, the word net is mean like what you take home. So revenue is what you make in, what you bring in. Expenses is what you have to pay, and that's how you get a profit. So an example here might be what you actually have to purchase, the salary of your people, if you have to pay for air conditioning, electricity, taxes to the government, which we're going to talk about taxes and stuff next week. So even though you maybe made $350,000 in a year, you actually brought home $195,000. So that's the idea of profit. A type of business owner might be an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur is somebody who decides to risk their money and create a new business, and their whole purpose is to make a profit. So if you would like, I'm not going to show it for you, but here's a cute little video. You just click on it, and I'm going to just make sure with you that it opens up to this little
Guys,
common sense.
I figured it out! I know what I want my new job to be. I'm going to be an entrepreneur.
Oh, what?
You know, an entrepreneur. You get to be your own boss.
Perfect. He wants to be an entrepreneur. So that's really cute. It's just very basic. I probably can explain it to like a 4th grader, but it's really cute about what an entrepreneur does. And it took me about 4 years to confidently spell entrepreneur. So feel free to finish watching that video. So the different types of businesses. So not all businesses are the same. We have small businesses and then we have large corporations. A small business is owned by a person, a family, maybe a few partners. They can have one location or a few locations, usually just they're in the same city or area. So it could be just one thing like a Pongo Board House or the Lucky Oyster, or it can be like Cal's Pizza, which has, I think, like 7 or 8 different locations throughout like Virginia Beach and Norfolk, Hampton Roads area. Or it's a corporation where there's many owners. Usually there's a stock in the company. They're nationwide or even worldwide locations. So here I have, if y'all don't know, I love Amazon, but just the Amazon, obviously a huge corporation and just their profits over the years. And then again, if you're interested, here's a video. I will kind of I'll pre-play it for you, but it's about corporations that rule the world. And I'll just play the first couple of seconds.
The main part of our video. Some corporations have become so powerful that new words such as corporatocracy or corporatism have entered the English language. There is hardly a place left on the planet where people are not customers or even in the service of these powerful companies. As you'll know from our other shows, after the word okay, Coca-Cola is one of the most recognizable words in the world, while the richest man on the planet, Bill Gates, is thought to have a face as well known as Jesus Christ or Adolf Hitler. Without even knowing it, many of us in one day might have eaten a product owned by Nestle, watched a TV program on a channel owned by Disney, or even chatted with a friend online who at one time worked at McDonald's. Today we are going to look at the largest of these giants in this episode of the Infographic Show, Most Powerful Corporations in the World. Don't.
So if that is interesting to you, go ahead and keep watching that. It is a little bit longer, but I promise it really doesn't feel that long. So we talked about the difference between small businesses and corporations. Small businesses, again, they're going to be in a local area. There might be only 1 or 2 stores, might be family owned, might not be. Corporations are going to be much bigger, usually stock markets involved, nationwide, worldwide. However, the business is set up, whether it is a good or a service, whether it is one location or hundreds of locations, the goal is to make money. And how do they make that money? The idea is the production is when you're going to make something and the consuming is buying it. This video is great. It's talks about like the competition of producers of stores and why we typically see them when they're open up next to each other. And then that competition piece for the consumers and how it benefits the consumers. So again, I'm going to play about 20 or 30 seconds of this for you. And then you're welcome to finish it when I'm done.
Gas stations always built right next to other gas stations? Why is it that I can drive for a mile without finding a coffee shop and then stumble across 3 on the same corner? Why do grocery stores, auto repair shops, and restaurants always seem to exist in groups instead of being spread evenly throughout a community? While there are several factors that might go into deciding where to place your business, clusters of similar companies can be explained by a very simple story called Hoteling's model of spatial competition. Imagine that you sell ice cream at the beach. Your beach is 1 mile long and you have no competition. Where would you place your cart in order to sell the most product? In the middle. The 1.5 mile walk may be too far for some people at each end of the beach, but your cart serves as many people as possible. One day you show up at work just as your cousin Teddy is arriving at the beach with his own ice cream cart.
So for more drama of how Ted ruins your life, you can go ahead and finish that video. And it brings up like 2 or 3 like really, really, really fancy economics terms. You don't have to know those, but the idea is there of like why there's a concentration of stores like on different corners and things like that. It's really interesting. And then finally, we talked about this last week, the factors of production, the land, labor, and capital. It's the thing that goes into making the stuff that you and I want to buy. This all started with me trying to find a video for you guys to watch, and then I got lost in YouTube land. I don't really want to admit, for like 3.5 hours trying to find like the perfect videos for you to watch. And then I was like, well, let me just put, I don't know, all 4 of them up that I wanted, and then you could always go to the channel. It's How It's Made, or it's How It's Made. But I went ahead and I linked, if you click on these pictures, they should all work. Oh, the toilet paper one, it'll work by the time you get there. But it's hot dog, Lego, and skateboard wheels. So if you click on it, it'll take you to the YouTube video of how it's made.
Hot dogs are an all-American fare, but most likely it was German sausage makers who first came up with the idea. In fact, there are reports of German immigrants selling them from pushcarts in New York's Bowery as far back as the 1860s. A century and a half later, hot dogs are still the number one treat on the street. Traditional hot dogs are made from a mix of pork, beef, and chicken.
Doesn't that just make you want to keep watching that? And then I have one about the skateboard wheels, which is really interesting, and then one about the Legos. And again, I think it's from the series how things are made or how things work, and I'll make sure that the toilet paper one is working. So when you're all done, there's 3 different activities you can choose from. They all look very similar this week. The Let's Get Down to Business, the It's My Business, and Risky Business, they basically all ask you to identify if something's a small business or corporation, identify something as land, labor, or capital, and then look at the current event of something going on with the COVID-19 and how it is being, of how small businesses versus corporations are being affected. So when you are done, you are going to answer a simple discussion question of whether you think you are more of the entrepreneurial risk taker, or would you rather work in a corporation type setting. So if you have any questions, you know where to reach me. I hope you guys enjoy looking at those videos. I apologize in advance for the grossness of the hot dog video, but please know that I love my hot dogs. I hope you guys enjoy your week, and I look forward to seeing you all in the Zoom meetings. All right, bye.